Hi. Just waiting to see if this gets traction. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, 86 is one of my favorite modern anime, for sure. Yeah, this isn't one of my favorite series or anything. I just found this shirt at one of the thrift stores that I go to all the time locally and figured I would get it because I don't really see anime shirts like in that setting very much around here. So, yeah, I might not have as much success doing a spontaneous live. Hi, Sebastian. I've been good. I'll have to see how this goes. How many people show up for this one? I saw you post about it, but I didn't uh, look at it like the actual video. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna hang around here if it doesn't blow up more with people. Usually stuff gets rolling once like 5 or 6 minutes goes by. Hi. Oh, hi. Thank you. Uh, Not for a little while. Um, I don't even know if I'll go to Twin Cities Con this year. Oh, thank you, Emal. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Um, just because the guests so far aren't like the voice actor guests for Twin Cities Con this year aren't very interesting to me because it's all pretty much like has been hotel and hell of a boss people, which I don't have any interest in. Hi, Jordan. I'm doing good. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 'cause I don't ever interview people that I don't honestly, genuinely have an interest in. That's basically all it is. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like dishonest to me. I mean, if I was being paid by somebody else to do that, then that would be fun. That would be one thing. I don't know who that character is. I don't recognize that character name. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like my interview with Ben is really fun too. And uh my first interview with Wendy is fine. It's just overly long and I was like very green. But I also would like to think maybe that I have something to do with Richard Cancino putting himself out there more too. Only really know the Three Houses cast. Eric, yeah, Eric Bra. By Sailor Moon Lady, do you mean Terry Hawks or Linda or somebody else that I've done. Hi, Francisco. Yeah. How's Lex Lang doing? I mean, I'm not like friends with him, so we're friends on Facebook, but I'm sure he's doing well. No, I just haven't shaved in a few days. I don't grow out my facial hair, like, intentionally. I shave every few days at least. Uh, Eric Stewart, I'm friends with on Facebook, but he, for some reason, has never responded to anything I've sent him. Uh, I think I've tried reaching out to Sean and Chris's people twice, but I haven't pushed very hard. And Christina V, I've tried asking several times, but never amounted to anything, obviously. And she doesn't really do independent interviews either, I've noticed. What do I like about anime? Short answer, I guess, because it just tackles things and it tackles subjects that Western animation doesn't tackle. And it's more diverse than Western animation is. Favorite character from '86? Probably Theo and Raiden. Shin is a great protagonist too, though. I'm not currently like watching anything or playing anything that I don't play games anymore, period, but like um I'm not watching anything that's like currently airing. Yeah, I've interviewed from the like Texas dub of One Piece, I've interviewed Sanji, Chopper, and Yamato. I think that's it. And then from the Four Kids cast, I've interviewed Luffy and Nico Robin. Hi, Tap. I've never really been into One Piece personally, uh, but no. By company, what do you mean? You mean like Viz and Aniplex and stuff like that? Or you mean like s- like studios slash and studio companies? Uh, I mean, I don't know if I would use the word like respect. I mean, I do, but like obviously, but just because I've always been, I think I grew up with more, and I'm still more into Los Angeles dubs and Canadian dubs than series that were dubbed by Texas outside of, like Fruits Basket is one of my favorites of all time. Um, yeah. Like in what context? What do you mean? Uh, I mean, I don't think it'll happen anymore for whatever reason, but I was really close. I was in correspondence for a while with Brad Swale before he started doing cons again, and then he just hasn't answered me since then. So nothing happened. He just stopped answering me. So, Kathleen Barr would be cool, but no, Raphael. I haven't been on very long. Hi, by the way. For a quiz, what do you mean? Yeah, Kelly Sheridan probably out of the most out of all of them. I've talked to her on Cameo several times, but she's always said no for whatever reason. Oh, that's cool. That all just sounds like stuff that would get announced in a direct. No, I don't really have any interest. Uh, no, probably not. I don't focus on people that do Western animation. I can let other people on the internet do that. I thought it was going to be longer than 5. Okay, Jordan, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I would have interviewed him already if he did. That's why I've set up two AMAs with him on Reddit instead. And they were like incredibly successful. But yeah, obviously I wish that I would have been able to normally interview him in contrast. I probably could if he ever comes here for a con, which I'm sure will happen at some point. No. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that old. No. Not since high school. I don't really have the desire to like own my own pets anymore. Anyway, like looking after one is fine, but yeah. Yeah, mostly stuff that I like grew up with, like Dexter's Lab and Courage and Powerpuff Girls. Um, I like American Dad and Family Guy. I don't really watch anything else though, as far as like Western animation goes. I did grow up with Samurai Jack too. Um, Probably a Shiba or Akita, or a Samoyed. When I owned one, the family dog that I had before was a cockapoo, and I would like to have one of those again too, I guess. Hi, Gabe. No, I didn't. Yeah, Erica Harlacher doesn't do interviews. Uh, Yang Yi hasn't done anything that I'm interested in yet. I've never reached out to him, and Landon McDonald also doesn't do interviews. So that's interesting that your favorite dub of Sailor Moon is the Viz dub, but you're obsessed with Jason Barr. Like, that's just interesting to me. I don't really watch any anime like that, honestly. Yeah, I saw the art for Resplendent Hinoka um yesterday or whenever it came out. I think it's some of the best art that she has in the game now. Yeah, I did finish Rent a Girlfriend. I haven't seen all of Banana Fish, but yeah. Yeah, for sure. It would be like as much about Fushigi Yugi that he would really be able to answer, honestly. Well, I only got this shirt because I found it at a local thrift store, and I just thought it was surprising because I don't really see anime shirts at thrift stores around here, um, besides like DBZ or Naruto or My Hero Academia shirts. So that was why I got it. And yeah, I still don't like go out in public really with my facial hair super grown out. I've just been going longer without shaving um recently just to like have it be easier on my skin. Unless I'm gonna go out to the club or something. Or like if I'm hanging out with a guy, then I'll shave. Or like yeah. Or if too many days pass. I've read some of the manga for Dark Gathering, but I haven't watched any of the anime. Yeah, I know, which sucks. I think it's also probably an age thing. I think dark characters are more interesting. I mean, I'm gay in real life, but yeah, I mean, I can appreciate when like female characters are attractive for sure. It was disappointing that it got canceled, like the movie got canceled. So you're asexual or aromantic then, Raphael? Because that means you're still part of the pride flag. Well, I think you're a decent bit younger than me, aren't you? So I don't think people know what love is until they are at a certain age anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've already replied to your comments about that before on my content, so we've already talked about it. Yeah, so I wouldn't, I wouldn't I wouldn't sign off of romantic situations yet. No, I've never had success like getting a response from him. No, I haven't. There any? Yeah, I mean, I like most of the stuff I like, I would say is, coded like that. I grew up with Tenchi and I still love it. Um, I loved Rosario Vampire when I was uh younger, and the manga is really good. I love Ranma. Well, I mean, Ranma is sort of like appeals to both uh audiences who identify as straight and gay, but Tears of the Kingdom is kind of old news now. I mean, it is and it isn't. Hi, Aaron. I mean, I've only worn like two outfits when meeting voice actors, and I haven't really like full on cosplayed yet, really. Besides the Shinji outfit, I guess. But yeah, I mean, not enough voice actors have seen me in that yet. So, um, as of now, still, I don't really have any desire to physically play games. Um, but like I say to people all the time, if I'm interested enough in a game and like a game franchise, then I'll keep up to date with it and everything about it. Like I do with Fire Emblem and Genshin and stuff. I'm pretty sure I answered this to a comment that you left on one of my videos before, but Clint and I have followed each other on Twitter for a really long time, and when we were talking about doing an interview at the time that we were, it just wasn't a very good time for him because he was uh, working as a writer for like a script adapter and stuff for anime for um, he was just very busy with that, and then never. He still follows me too, but every message I've sent him since then, he hasn't answered. So, that's cool. Did you watch any? A little bit, yeah. I barely talked to. I mean, not that many people are. Not that many people I've talked to are in it, but like in it as major characters. I mean, yeah. I think he just occasionally uses Twitter, and that's it. And I basically don't use Twitter. Yeah, I know. You weren't here when I had talked about it already, but Aaron, but I mainly got this just because it was at a thrift store that I go to a lot near my house, and I was surprised because I don't ever see anime shirts at like thrift stores, um, besides like Naruto, My Hero, or DBZ. So I just figured I would get it. Yeah, I don't really follow like character shipping stuff either. I mean, I can appreciate a good fan art of it for sure. Um, but that's as far as it goes for me. I mean, I've talked to him in real life, but I've like obviously not in an interview context. I mean, I have that little video up from 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago now, when I asked him about some like super obscure early career series that he did. Um, and yeah, I talked to him again last year when he came back to my state for another convention. So he's super, super nice. But yeah, just getting like a half hour interview with somebody like him would be really cool. Or not even that long, just like, you know, like 10 minutes. You mean Artemis? I think it's cool. Like I definitely wouldn't have expected him to be the new voice of Artemis, like in the Viz redub when that was announced, but I think it works. I wouldn't say just him. I mean, like him and Yuri Lowenthal, Crispin Freeman. Well, Crispin not as much anymore, but I think those are like the big three in terms of, you know, anime, like male anime dub voice actors in Los Angeles, I guess at least. You could have other big top people for um like Texas and Canada. I'm friends with Michelle Knotts on Facebook, but I've never. Oh, yeah, I guess I'd put Steve Bloom up there too. Um, Wendy Lee for sure. Uh, Michelle Ruff, I would say too, probably, and Jeremy Lee. You could throw Monica Rial up there too, and Brittany Karbowski. But for me personally, if I think of one definitive anime dub voice actress, it's definitely Wendy Lee. Well, Kari doesn't. I mean, she's done a lot of anime, but she doesn't really do anime anymore. Besides, like coming back to play Saber and Haruko. Hey, Sammy. Yeah, I know that you haven't been able to catch any of my lives the last like 3 times, I think. I've been good. Hopefully, you have been good too. Kari will actually be here for a con in August, and I thought about going just to see her in person, but I don't even think that she would remember me off the top of her head. I know that she would if I said something, but oh, yeah. I mean, Dorothy definitely has the credit list, but she's not really. I don't think of her for like main characters as much. At least not anymore. Or like central characters. I don't even know what that is. That's funny. Yeah, it's weird that he like obviously he uses his real name for male Korin, but for Hinata he goes by like a stupid SAG alias. And and that's fine, but it's like pick a name that actually sounds like a real person. Yeah, those are her only anime credits. She's probably talked about it too, but I'm curious like why she did the Bebop movie and then like didn't do any other anime. It's probably because she knew Mary or like Mary Elizabeth or somebody that was involved in that scene. Yeah, that's just because it's on Netflix. It's like if Pokemon, well, maybe at this point it would be Union with how big of a franchise it is. But I was thinking maybe if it wasn't on Netflix, then it probably wouldn't be a SAG property. But maybe it would. I don't think that's gonna happen though, because I think it would have happened already. And honestly, in the case of Fire Emblem, it's a cool thing that it's not Union because, people all over the country can be in it. Yeah, thank you, Sammy. That was a long time coming. I just wish that I would have gotten a little bit more time with her, but it went as well as it could, I think, for the limit. Right. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't really. It's been a while since it's been a long time since I saw anything that was like bad. I don't even know. I'd have to think about that. I don't even know if I have like a definitive answer. Did you mean to say another word, JG, because you just contradicted yourself in that same sentence? Yeah. And they've only been part of like Studio Ghibli stuff, which doesn't really count to me. Um, it's funny too that like Tara Strong was randomly a lead character in Tekken Blade 2, and then that's like the only anime series that she ever did. I just think that's so random because it's not like it's very popular or like very good even. Oh, that's cool. Uh, maybe she has, but I don't think. Um, I think considering what's going on with Rachel, that it would be quite a while before there would be a significant update, I think, unfortunately. Yeah, I knew about that. Well, some of the people in it I don't even know. Like I had never heard of before. And Griffin Patu just doesn't answer emails about interviews. And for whatever reason, he hasn't done any, like, since he's been more famous. So he must not like doing them. Hmm. I'm sure, like, once more characters are revealed that are added to it, um, it'll be, like, more people that I've already talked to as well. Do actors have to be industry professionals? Or... What do you mean by, like, I don't know what you mean by YouTube voice actors. Thank you. You would have known about Alir. That was the last one I got, and that was almost a year ago now. So yeah, I haven't gotten any new ones yet. I want to get something right here. Like I keep saying, I just don't know what to get. Hi, Red Phoenix. Oh, no. I mean, I recently did Anna Brisbane, and she started out that way. Like that was how she became like well known, was by doing content like that on YouTube, and now she has, a full-fledged career. Uh, no. At least as of right now, it's like if I get um any more, it'll just be right here. And it'll probably be another Fire Emblem Heroes sprite of somebody. I just don't know who. No. I'm pretty inactive on that hobby. Fuck. Like, I'm not totally out of it, but it's more of a backseat now than uh, it has in the past. Hi, Chris. Big plans for the summer. Besides Pride stuff, the rest of this month, not really. Like, nothing significant yet. Because I don't usually do anything, like, major for my birthday, so, ever. Several studios still hand draw stuff, though. You just can't really buy it. Uh, I'm sure there are, but it's not something that, like, I don't know anybody who's, like, doing anything for that. Wow, that's really hot. Uh, I mean, it's warm here too, but it's um, probably at this time of night now. I mean, the sun is still out, but I think it'd probably still be like in the like mid high 70s right now, I think. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. No. Yeah, it doesn't usually ever get like quite that hot here. I don't think I've never heard of him doing anything like that, honestly. Uh, super lately, it's just been like like more Japanese music. There's a blog that I've known about for a while now, called Kaio Kyoku Plus, that chronicles Japanese music from the 60s through now, but it's mostly focused on um, like 80s and 90s. And usually I find a lot of stuff on there that the various people that run that post about that I end up liking a lot. But in terms of like English speaking music, not really. Nothing like new. Yeah, I think that's the only interview that he's ever done. It does make me wonder too if he would come back to play Conrad in Fire Emblem Heroes, like if he ever gets another alt. Because I know that he hasn't even been in anything voice acting wise for a while. Well, no, I mean nobody in the original cast was even in that though. Yeah, I just talked to Brienne relatively recently again, actually, because I've had her phone number for a long time. Yeah, Sammy, I very rarely do it. Not yet. Oh, I haven't interviewed Carrie Karanen. You must have been you must be thinking of somebody else. I don't think she's ever done like a long form interview about her career either, surprisingly. Yeah, I mean I've tried to reach out to her too, but she's never replied. Yeah, Carrie Savage is super nice. It's weird how long ago that was already. That's cute. Yeah. But my next interview is um, on Thursday, and it'll be the first interview that this person has done. Uh, is pretty young, and he's already accomplished a good amount for um, being a non-union voice actor and being in his early 20s. Yeah, I mean that was what I grew up with too. Like, was that Ava dub? I honestly don't get why it has so many iterations of it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I mean, I think people have said that name before in my content. I've never, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Oh, thanks, Sammy. I wouldn't really say shot up like crazy. I mean, I'm still just under 5,000, but yeah, it's been kind of steadily growing for a while now. It's probably mainly because of the Genshin stuff and, well, Genshin and Fire Emblem. Uh, no, I don't think I've ever watched anything that was like not anime under that regard. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about like supposedly why that is. from the 90s. I don't really uh hmm. I mean, I like a lot of stuff by Weezer, like early stuff by Weezer. I guess that would be like the one thing I would pick. That's no doubt technically. I mean, it's yeah, Raphael. I guess yeah, Weezer and No Doubt would be like the two because I like a good amount of songs by them both. I've never really been that much into tokusatsu stuff. Do I like any songs by Ed Sheeran? Not really. I mean, Evergreen is a pretty song, I guess, but it's also just like really kind of mushy. Blue Album or Pinkerton more? I think I like more songs. I like Pinkerton more. No, I'm not really into artists that like just do music and don't really have lyrics. Besides jazz, like I can like some jazz. But yeah, Raphael, I'm not really into modern top 40 music. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I've never looked into them very deeply. Yeah, I thought there would be some people that were coming in here to wonder, like, talk about my interview with Megan Taylor Harvey. No, I've never really been to Lincoln Park, but I guess I've never looked into them very deeply either. But that's just because I've never been into the songs that they're the most known for. But yeah, I do remember when Lincoln Park got like an Nendoroids made of them. That was really cool. Yeah, I don't know any of that. Raphael. Rune Factory 5, yeah. I like some songs by Genesis. I've never, like, deep dived them. Probably That's All is the song I like by them the most. I hear that one on the radio the most. Fuck. I can just hold it. Yeah, I think she's into a lot of, like, stuff in that same time frame in general. Yeah, I have my phone against, like, my tumbler I use for drinking water. Keeps falling over. I don't know anything about that. No. I'm sure, like, at some point eventually I'll go to, like, ASIN, because I've never even been to Chicago yet, and I wanted to go to. I know just a little bit ago, Melissa Fawn did a convention in Wisconsin, and I'm sure if I would have gone, I would have been able to interview her there, because she was also with Dorothy and Tom Fawn too. So I was kind of bummed that it wasn't in Minneapolis. Yeah, I would, but yeah, I mean that won't ever happen. I think you and I already talked about it, Glenn, of like why I got this. Yeah, yeah, I feel like, I mean, she's still in a lot of stuff too, but uh, like there was a time too where Eric Kammerer was getting like all of the leads or like supporting leads in anime, and Ray Chase. Yeah, because I storied this shirt on my anime Instagram when I got it. So I'm sure that you would have asked me about it. Miriam Sirwa. Yeah. No. Yeah, she's a flight attendant now. But I tried to ask her through um like someone that produced Ranma that is also on Facebook and is still friends with her, and she told him that, or like she told me through him that her voice acting stuff is like another life. Like that was another life. So she's not interested in doing anything regarding that, like even interview wise. She did cons like in the early 2000s, at least just one. But yeah, that was probably when she was still actively doing anime too. Uh, I know that Dave Mallow just retired, period. But I don't think that, I think he just like retired. And he was mostly known for Bleach. Um, Mari Devon, she retired. Hmm. I mean, I'm sure that she's still in Canada. I mean, I tried to. She just ended up, because she asked me for questions beforehand, and she just ended up like answering them all like via email, because she didn't think it would be a very good like video interview. But she's really nice. Like she's a really nice lady. Oh, that's cool. No, that'd be like long since deleted. Post what, Glenn? Oh, I mean, Lonnie didn't really ever work in anime. She did like the stuff that she did. I don't think was very significant either. So I don't think so. I tried looking into getting him before too, because a lot of the Vancouver voice actors like have the same agents or same agent. I would just say Eric because I'm not really familiar with like off the top of my head. I'm not familiar with how Bill sounds as Brock. So, but I mean, I would say that the original cast of Pokemon is better than who replaced them anyway. I'll probably get off pretty soon. Thanks, Sammy. Yeah, one of my other like good friends has said that before too. I don't really view it like as anime hair like most people say it's like 70s, 80s hair, like feathered hair, which is what I align more with, but I can see it being like anime hair too. A lot of people have asked me that, JG, and I just don't think that I could bring anything new to an interview with Sarah that she hasn't already talked about like a billion times over. No, not necessarily Raphael. I mean, I remember like a while ago that you, Raphael, that you said that I was like the most Bishonen looking person that you know or something. Something like that. I still have the screenshot. That's just kind of like a bowl cut though. And I mean, if I didn't do anything to my hair, then it would just be flat like that probably. But oh, yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. I don't think I would ever have my hair longer than uh like longer than where I could no longer have it in this style though, because it would start to annoy me too much. I just cleaned it up today actually, because it was when I combed it straight down, my bangs were past my nose, so I cleaned it up again today. Okay, Raphael. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad that you got to be part of a live again. I mean, it still would if I, yeah, like if I had it straight down. But yeah, I'll probably, if there's any other questions or like important things people want to say, otherwise I'll probably get off. I mean, the most interesting things for Eric Stewart for me would be his role in Descendants of Darkness, and then um, him being in the Yu Yu Hakusho movie that got dubbed before the TV series did here. But I'm sure he wouldn't really even remember anything about being in the movie because that was so long ago. Because Veronica Taylor didn't really remember anything about it when I brought it up with her. She just remembered that she was in it. So yeah, it is. I mean, I'm more into the Slayers OVAs than the TV series, and I think I'm in the minority there. But yeah, that's all because I just grew up watching the OVAs more. But I know that most people tend to prefer the TV series for Slayers. Oh, are you gonna head out too, Sammy? Yeah, it was nice to see you, as always. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I mean, just because you know, I've heard Cynthia so much more. So, but Lisa is still great too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head off as well, just because my limit for going live was an hour and a half, and I'm at that mark now. So, but I'm glad that you guys hung out and asked me stuff or made comments long enough to keep it going for this long. So, thanks for anyone that's still here. I'm sure I'll go live again before the end of this month, just especially if I end up doing more interviews related to Pride. Um, because I'm doing my next interview is on Thursday, and it's related to Pride stuff. So yeah, but see you guys.